What are your guilty pleasures? What do you...
Oh, I like true crime shows. Hi, I'm Bill Hader from the HBO show Barry, and I'm going to take a quiz to see how good my true crime knowledge is. It's a little creepy.
A would-be hitman who confesses.
Oh, I know this one.
You've seen it?
I've seen this one. I know that story. She was fully involved with this hit.
I didn't do this.
Wasn't it?
She was fully involved with this. She goes, "Are you offering?"
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. She goes, "What are you offering?"
Listen, it's reciting the episode.
Yeah,
we didn't plan this, I swear.
No, I was not. Are you offering?
Yeah, there you go. Oh! But I have seen every episode of Forensic Files, which is a true crime show, which is fantastic. There's a billion of them, which means there's been about 1 billion weird murders in the United States.
Right.
That these guys, and there's a guy named Peter Thomas who narrates it, and I will go to sleep to Forensic Files. I'm also single, by the way.
On the wrong end of America Street. Is that too creepy?
Let's take the temperature of the room here for a second. Hang on. What do you think, Bill?
It's pretty rad. After Nancy Kessel murdered her husband by hiding drugs in a strawberry-flavored dessert, what did the media nickname the case? I don't know. Milkshake murder, eh? Hey, totally just guessed that one. All right.
Are you a lone wolf?
Nah, I'm part of the gang. I'm a follower.
Do you think you'd be a Manson girl?
Oh, yeah, fast. Like, immediately. Like, Charles Manson would just be like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Where do you want me?" And there's always a moment in every show where they go, "And that's when she snapped." Okay, snapped is rad. It's women who kill their husbands usually. Right. And I love it because there's always a part in every show where the narrator goes, "And that's when she snapped." And I love it. Every time they say, "and that's when she snapped," I'm alone in my place going, "Yeah!" I don't know how you get better than Keith Morrison. I knew he was going to be here. I knew he was going to be here. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. Man, you're the man. So I go, "Oh, I'm going to watch a British true crime show." So I hit it, and the first thing it said was, John laughs at it. He goes, "This is awful." Just pivot. He goes, they took her out to the woods, violated her, doused her with petrol, and set her alight. Which game show did serial killer Rodney L. Calla win before he was arrested in 2010? It was, I know this one, it was The Dating Game, and he won the dating game. How gross is that? The woman went on a date with him. And Keith Morrison has that real folksy kind of way of talking. He's like, you saw your father shot in the face. And I go, "Well, that must have been a while." Morrison, I mean, you're just I'm super. This is me completely. And I would sit, and the Super Bowl would be on, and my friends would be like, "Hey, man, you watching this?" And I'm like, "I know, this guy's marrying an insane woman." There's one where it's a guy as a 911 call, and 911's the emergency, and the guy goes,
"Yeah, no, my wife, she took a shot at me, and but I got the gun away from her, and I'm okay. We're all okay over here, And they go, "Oh, well, do you have another gun in the house?" And he goes, "No, I don't think." "Oh, yeah, we do."
He says this on the tape? Yeah. He's like, "Oh, yeah, we do." Line goes dead. She shot him. I mean, it's not funny. What detail from Murder of Helly Craps inspired the Coen brothers when writing Fargo? I'm going to say, because it was really famous, the wood chipper. Hey, look at that. There's Dennis Murphy. If you go on Dennis Murphy on Dateline a week ago, there's this guy who had a home invasion, and the people wore like these microphones that made their voices all like this, And the guy was blindfolded, and he goes, "So they had these voices I couldn't understand." And then Dennis Murphy took out the thing, and he goes, "Did they sound like this?" Blah, 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 blah. And the guy goes, "Yeah." The guy's terrified. The guy's like, "Yeah, don't, stop that." Like, what?
And because it's Dateline, there's only one photo to use. There it is again, floating downward.
But you having to like write all that stuff is just
One
so
photograph,
hard.
make it work.
Yeah, you have one photo. We have it in the sketch.
That stupid Chevy one?
Where you flip it around and you flip it.
One of the funniest ones.
We were like, they just have the same photograph.
But some questions still remain. Like, how many more times can we use that photo? Maybe we'll put him on a roller coaster. Maybe we'll send him to Paris. Or maybe we'll make him friends with Big George Foreman. Yeah.
What did dentist Clara Suarez use to kill her orthodontist husband, David Lynn Harris? Is that the woman who ran over her husband with a Mercedes-Benz? A? No. Hey! Look at that! I remember that. I think there was a 48 hours on that one. And then the other guy's Dennis Murphy on there. The guy, he has Dennis Murphy. Dennis Murphy has this real kind of sing-song way of talking. But say there are stuff we say that you haven't said, but we would like you to say, like,
like
your dad shot you in the face. That must have been wild. The guy, he shot me. Shot you a dirty look? No, he shot me with a gun, and now I can't walk. Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. I did it once, where it was Keith Morrison showing a house like he was a realtor. He's like, this is a 2-bungalow, this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath bungalow where nothing could ever go wrong. TV coverage of O.J. Simpson's car chase caused what sporting event to be delayed? Was it World Series, B? Oh, NBA Finals. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, it's June, duh. Bill. Not October. That didn't happen in October. It happened on June 12th? I don't know. Oh, man, that's a bummer. I can't believe I that one up. Yeah, the one we like is when you say, but then there was that DNA. Oh, that pesky DNA. And then you did say that.
You think I said that?
I think you did say that. We're gonna talk about the DNA. Oh, that pesky DNA. Which is another thing he actually said. Yeah. John Mulaney texted me, he's like, Morrison just said that pesky DNA. Oh, wow. Josh Mankiewicz is the best because he kind of has a stuffy nose. He's always in Aruba. It's like the guy killed someone in Cabo San Lucas, that's mine. Like he always gets the best. And then he goes, he always says, you could have a drinking game with this. Every time he'll do this. He goes, so you found a dead, now most people when they find a dead body in their house, they call 911. But you didn't do that, did you? Oh, I have. There's some victim in the other room that you're supposed to be interviewing. You're like, hold on, I want to do a bit real quick with the guy who does me on SNL. This woman's like, oh, okay, cool. What were Eileen Warhol's last words before being executed? I would be back. No, you're a disease. B, you're a disease and I'm the cure. I don't know. I'll be back. She said, I'll be back. I thought she said, whatever you do, don't let Charlize Theron play me in a movie. And then to be Hollywood did. They're like, the head of a studio was there to watch her be executed and went, you know what? Let's do it. Her.
Isn't it weird that Lester still has to do that gig?
Yeah, it's like he starts to leave and like, whoa, Lester, no. Where are you going, buddy? You gotta go against this brick wall and we need you to talk about the murder people.
They're our best, lifelong best friends of the victim. And they're sitting on the front porch talking to the cops the day after she was killed.
Your narration and stuff takes a lot of the edge out. You're almost kind of like bemused by these guys. Look at these dirtbags.
I know.
Trouble. They're troubled. My favorite, he actually said this when we did in the sketch, is he was talking to a woman and he said, this woman said, my husband was missing and we didn't know where he was. And the cops, 2 days later, they found his car and they looked in the trunk and he was in the trunk. And Keith Morrison said, was he all right? She's like, no, he was dead. Yeah. Oh, no. That's terrible. In the Charleston affair one, the girlfriend, I remember you in that interview, you do not like her. You do not like her. And I was like, I remember watching it and out loud by myself, I'm like, Keith does not like this woman. Really? Which criminal featured in Snapped later published a cookbook from prison called From the Big House to Your House? I have no idea. B. What the fully, totally just guessed that. I have no idea who that is. How did I get that right and I f***ed up NBA Finals? Oh, Bill. 5 out of 7. Oh, man. And I should have totally gotten that one right. So.
No one tells a story like Dateline.
Or do they?
That's so rad.
I know everybody always asks you to do impressions, and I'm sure that's annoying, but
Yes.